the best way to lose weight and keep it off? That is what we're going to be diving into today, and the answer might surprise you. So turn your sound on, listen up, and we will dive in. I am Lindsey Rago.
And I am Brian Pickowicz.
We are the head coaches at The Fitness Project. So kicking off, we're going to talk about this idea of losing weight and keeping it off because it's, at this point, a rarity.
Well, it's a challenge, right? And I think that the most important thing to understand is that 90% of people who lose weight end up gaining it back in the first 1 to 5 years of their journey.
We are both over that brink, by the way.
Yes.
We've made it past the 5-year mark.
I lost 60 pounds in 7 months when I first started and I've kept it off.
And I lost 35 to 40 pounds, and I have also kept that off.
And we have hundreds and hundreds of clients at the Fitness Project who have followed that same track. And now what we want to ask ourselves is, well, what makes the difference between the 90% and the 10%? Well, I can attest that the 10% are not doing crash diets. They aren't burning themselves out with excessive cardio. They aren't hoping and praying that when they step on the scale, it doesn't go up. The 10% are really focused on building a healthy lifestyle. It's becoming a part of how they live. And so what we want to give you today is just some simple pointers that will direct you towards building a healthy life. Because if our goal is not just short-term of losing weight, but is long-term of building longevity, of feeling great in our body and learning how to take care of ourselves, then what we start to see is that our consistent habits and the way we're showing up for ourselves and ultimately for others starts to change. And that's what makes the world a difference between the 90% and the 10%.
Yeah, so I don't want that simplicity to be overlooked. The best way to lose weight and keep it off is by shifting from putting all of your focus and attention onto losing weight, seeing the scale go down, and shifting it to building a healthy version of yourself and a healthy lifestyle overall. The body is going to be a byproduct of the life that you build for yourself. And you're going to maintain it because the way that you got there is something that's maintainable and that you actually like and enjoy. Whereas the process to lose weight, when that's the only focus, is cutting calories, like Brian said, excessive cardio, anything to get the scale to go down. But if you hate the process of losing the weight, then you're going to stop all the things that got the weight off.
When you kind of have to think, what's motivating you, right? A lot of times when we think of the weight loss journey, it's motivated by judgment. It's motivated by maybe a little bit of anger and frustration. And it's okay to feel those emotions. But what we want to ask ourselves is, how do I want to live?
Right.
And what we use for motivation, the emotions that drive us, ultimately create the thoughts that we have and lead to the actions. And so if we're using frustration to motivate us, what we're going to tell ourselves, and what that tells us ourselves consistently, is frustration is the thing that I tap into to get myself to change. And that's not very compelling long term. And so what we have to start to do is we have to change our mindset around what we are doing and why we're doing it. And that really comes down to some simple focuses, right? And so you want to ask yourselves, A, what is the purpose of me getting in shape, right? Having that compelling future and asking, like, what would it feel like to be at my best? What would it feel like to have the confidence and have the energy and have the vitality to be a leader for my family and really change the course of how we live? Yeah. That mindset shift isn't just about you. It's about the things that you do on a daily basis. I think starting there and asking that bigger question of what kind of life do I want to live? What kind of impact do I want to have? What kind of legacy do I want to leave? And then also asking, like, when you're challenged, what am I learning? Right? We have to start to see that there's not going to be perfect days. Actually, there's never a perfect day. There's just days that go better than the last. So if we start to ask ourselves different questions within this journey of, like, hey, how would a healthy person think? How would I approach this if I was already where I wanted to be? We start to see that we are conditioning ourselves to become that healthy version of ourselves. So we have to develop a new mindset.
Yes, and basically successfully shifting our focus from weight loss only to becoming a healthy person. And those questions really do help with changing your mindset and changing that focus, which is what we're suggesting. Now, off of that idea of, okay, what would a healthy person think? What would a healthy person do? Well, you have to see, you can almost project this into the future. When you start asking yourself that question, your actions are going to follow just behind it, right? What would a healthy person do right now? Okay, well, I haven't eaten all day. A healthy person would probably get themselves some food. They would probably actually make it a priority to eat a meal. Okay, well, do I want to be a healthy person or do I not? Do I want to just wait another 3 hours to eat? Or do I want to actually give myself some fuel? all right, I guess I'll give myself some fuel. And each of those little decisions that we make moves us closer to becoming that healthy person, which again, as a byproduct, is going to give you the body, the strength, the health, the vitality that you really are wanting at the end of it all. So that's really the intention. The best way to lose weight and keep it off is to shift your focus from just losing weight to building a healthy lifestyle and becoming that healthy person you want to be.
And that's going to be our habits, like Lindsey said, right? How we consistently live, how we think, and our intentions, right? It's moving it away from just hoping and praying that we lose weight. Or also our intention is, what do we do when the scale does go up? Or what do we do when things aren't perfect? We're constantly coming back to that bigger version, or that bigger vision rather, of what we want for ourselves. And the more we condition that, right, the more we condition that with the right process, the right program, the right support system, the easier it is to not only see progress, because when you're healthy and you're working out and you're sleeping and you're eating right, you're going to lose weight. But more importantly, it becomes a part of who you are. And so what we want to do right now is we want to hear, what are your intentions for your health? What is going to be compelling for you right now in this season? What do you really want to accomplish when you think of your body, your health, your lifestyle? I'd love to hear you have you comment that below. And we also have a podcast for you that's about the psychology of weight loss, kind of changing the way you approach this journey so that you can not only see great results, but you can maintain them too.
Awesome. Thanks for chatting with us. We hope this is helpful. And now go out and conquer your day.
Cheers.